Taylor and Peter. Got it? Especially this next one. Manage your money well, invest it wisely, and live within your means. I promise you, the peace of mind that gives you will greatly reduce stress and add years to your life. Author, Kent Reed, tutored by my mom, Carol Reed. Your new spouse. Wait, what? Oh my God.
He was ready. All right. Your new spouse is so vitally important to you. May you quickly arrive at the point of one of America's most profound philosophers who once said, if you live to be 100, I want to live to be 100 minus 1 day, so I never have to live without you. Author, Winnie the Pooh, to Christopher Robin.
Okay. Above all, the most important element. I'm supposed to be clipping this along fast.
I'm running.
My mic. You can have my mic.
Above all, the most important element of a successful relationship is love. As we've all heard from the Bible, and now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these loves, as was perfectly testimony to this to me after an 8-hour tear-jerking interview a few years ago with an 89-year-old icon of my life, and her talking about the different kinds of love that she enjoyed as a wife, mother, and grandmother. She closed the video by saying, at the end of the day, my wish is that we love one another. The author, our grandmother, Lillian Jones.
Thank you, Ryan. As many of us dream and look forward to things in the future, or reminisce and long for times past, remember to live for the moment and make the most of every one. Because as I learned a couple years ago, your next moment is never guaranteed. Live for today. In the words of my grandmother, Helen Elizabeth Reed, I wouldn't trade these days for the good old days any day. And to repeat words from my valedictorian speech to the East High class of 1982, we're not here for a long time, we're here for a good time. I'm just going to see if I can find someone to take this last one for me. How about you, Matt?
And now, for Doctor! Yes, dentists are doctors. Dentist over here. For Dr. Peter and Taylor Marshall. Kent's last suggestions.
You know, I told this to my girlfriend earlier. She laughed that I was saying this. Love constantly. Accuse slowly. Forgive quickly and share everything. Open your hearts to each other and always put your marriage first. Be true to each other and share your joys and your burdens. Love much and laugh much. Be each other's best friends. Always speak well of one another, even with others in private. And when things don't go well, forgive as often as it is required.
Thank you for those extra participants. I appreciate your thoughtful, creative, and sincere input, and I'm sure Taylor and Peter do too. Finally, and very seriously, Peter and Taylor, if I could give you guys just one gift, it would be joyful happiness in a lifelong marriage and rich companionship. And I seriously think I figured out a secret to that, almost an epiphany. It's all about gut feelings. Now, know that to uncover this idea, it's taken me a lot. It's taken me 34 years of marriage, one vicious horrendous motorcycle accident, spending 7 days in the ICU with one tremendously dedicated, selfless, and loving wife at my bedside the whole time. And finally, it took one of my cherished daughters getting engaged and asking me to give a Father of the Bride speech to realize this. What I'm talking about is a subliminal, unconscious trait that exists, I believe, in every one of us in this room, which we can overcome if we work at it constantly. It's that gut-wrenching feeling inside of us that is triggered at the start of an argument. Because of it, we tend to make mountains out of molehills as a simple disagreement grows sometimes into a virtual fight. I'm not certain what the professionals credit this to, but I think it's caused by our ego, or our pride, or human nature, or even the devil himself, spurred on by anger and insult. For lack of a technical name for it, I'll call it our evil ego. Taylor and Peter, especially with your strong wills, inquisitive minds, and active lives, there will be disagreements and squabbles in and about all different parts of your lives. And it's really hard to resist the inclination of that inherent evil ego to argue just for the sake of winning. I think we can all learn from this. Surely you've all felt this. When we get into arguments, we get an irritating feeling in our gut that drives us to get louder, more stubborn, and meaner. Why can't we just stop? That, I say, is the evil ego inside of us. Sometimes we even start calling each other names and go so far as to say things to intentionally hurt our spouse or friend, just so we can win. The craziest part of this is that we seem to have less respect for and do this more with people we're closest to. I suppose maybe that's because inside we feel they'll forgive us no matter what. But that, I think, is the power of the evil ego. I believe the main root of our anger towards others is a feeling of being offended, insulted, or emotionally hurt, which makes that feeling in our gut even worse. And to be the first one to stop or to give in the midst of those hurt feelings is practically impossible. The biggest challenge with trying to beat the evil ego and give in is that giving in means being submissive, while our human nature is not to be submissive. So it is hard, but you can do it. We can all do it. The key, I feel, is to finish your point of an argument, and at the very least, stop arguing and walk away if you need to. And at the most and best, be the one to give in, shut up, and let them win, completely out of love for them, because you're both better than trying to hurt the other's feelings. Don't get me wrong, rumors are right that making up is the best part of any argument. But it's much better not to hurt each other's feelings in the first place. All this said, I promise everyone in here, if you keep these thoughts about your evil ego in mind, within the next few days or weeks, a moment will arise with your spouse or significant other or even a co-worker, brother, sister, or best friend, where they'll say something or do something that stirs up that feeling in your gut. And you'll immediately fall into the trap of the evil ego, not wanting to lose. It's okay to lose, especially to a loved one. Think about it, Taylor and Peter. If you both always work not to offend, insult, or emotionally hurt the other, and if you're both working to give in first, how can you ever argue? Actually, I consider myself an expert in this, because as I've been writing this speech over the last few days, well, weeks, okay, months, I've felt my evil ego many times, and I've sort of learned to look my evil ego in the face and turn away. Mary, if it seems like you've been winning a lot lately, it's not because you're always right. Sometimes, but not always. You know, it occurred to me from stories that I've heard and what little I remember. My grandpa, Charlie Reed, figured this all out years ago. His favorite tool to beat the evil ego was a newspaper, and just not talking to Grandma while she rambled on and on and on. Even when she was screaming, "Charlie, put down that paper and listen to me!" Also, skip the silent treatment. You all know what I'm talking about here. When you do have an argument with your spouse or significant other, and you go into silent mode, you all know silent mode, and then you get that next gut feeling that so tugs at your gut. You know, the one where the little devil on your left shoulder is telling you to keep silent, keep up the silence, and not be the first one to give in, while the little angel on your right shoulder is reminding you just how much you love and adore that person and want to get back to holding and hugging them, and doing things freely and openly with them. In fact, I found that one of the greatest feelings of emotion in our marriage relationship is that next gut feeling you get after the silent treatment when something or one of you somehow breaks the ice and you slowly or quickly, if you're lucky, get back to normal and start making up. Oh, and speaking of that evil ego, Taylor and Peter, I have a little something for you. Guys, I know I've learned a lot today, so make it easy to remember and to think about. Please accept this gift and put it in a prominent place in your home. Look at it as a constant reminder to speak no evil, to resist the persistence of your evil egos, and as a reminder of your love for each other and of the realization that you are now, in fact, the absolute most important person in each other's life. Taylor and Peter, knowing and believing that this bond you now have is truly forever, which I know you both do, realize as the most important person in your lives, you will each be there forever. So always treat each other that way. Y'all can see this later, but speak no evil. Most importantly, always remember, you have your faith in God, the undying love of each other, and lots of family and friends to lean on or call on in all of the tough times in life. And we want you to lean on us. Am I right? Now, go live happily ever after. Please join me as I raise my glass to this great couple, and especially to our daughter, Taylor and Marsha. Taylor, you were truly a gift from God. My first of 2 miracle viewings, leaving me in tears and speechless. And I will always be grateful to God for giving me the honor of being your father. I know Taylor has dreamed of this day since she was a little girl, and now her dream has come true. Complete with her very own Prince Adam, the Beast. And along with that prince came a son for Marion, and we couldn't have asked for a better one. Although 2 whipped canine sons over the last 19 years have set that sun bar pretty high. But I know you can hit it. Taylor and Peter, with all my heart, I offer you my congratulations, and I wish you God's grace, much love, good health, safety, and happiness. Cheers.